All right. Ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? Hope you guys are doing well. New stream, new day, let's get it going. New trades, absolutely amazing. We have news coming in a couple minutes here. I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm gonna go straight into the charts here very quickly. But first I wanna deeply thank you guys for all the support on a consistent basis, you know, being ready every single day for the streams, also being active in Discord, sharing your setups, being actively part of the community. This is what I'm doing it for, all right? Thank you so much, and especially thank you for the people that are with us day in, day out. Much love to you guys. A lot of gratitude. Absolutely, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Truly want to say that we're gonna look for new trades again. It's the time again, it's the middle of the week. It's a Wednesday, a beautiful Wednesday, but for now we have the news coming out in a second here. Okay, we have the core durable goods orders coming in around 6 minutes from now. We're gonna see and wait for that outcome here. What's gonna happen with the dollar again and again at this particular moment lately. I don't know what's going on here, but again I was in a gold trade an hour before stream. So the point is right now, and this is what I realized, I need to get the stream up earlier. I need to move the stream up an hour earlier if possible. And the reason for that is because I see that gold move constantly happening half an hour till an hour before the stream. Somewhat been in that range. You know, an hour, 30 minutes before I start the stream, gold is making that move. And I want to catch this with you guys. So tomorrow I'm going to do it earlier, okay? 30 minutes earlier. So put it in your agenda, calculator, whatever it is, or schedule, if it's possible for you to do 30 minutes earlier roughly to catch this gold trade. That would be the ideal case scenario here because we're right now in the trade again. And I don't want you guys to miss out here. I'm going to sell 50% right now at the moment. Let me do this real quick here with you guys. And then, yeah, that's it for now. And then we're going to close the stream and that's it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. No. Without any jokes here, guys. Very important news coming for the dollar. We're going to, of course, find some other trade setups as well. But just to clarify, tomorrow will be around 30 minutes earlier to see if that makes a difference for gold. Especially for gold, okay? And then for the rest, of course, we have all the other pairs that are coming. The dollar, Japanese yen. Japanese yen is turning around right now. Very important here. So, a couple more minutes for the actual news here. So let's just, you know, see what we have in the building here for today's session. I'm excited to always move forward here. And by the way, crypto is doing very well for a very important reason as well, okay? Bank collapse. Yes, we're gonna talk about this as well, man. Super excited, my man. Matty is in the building. Jamie, GT Wardle, Bowser. Yes, sir. Thank you, Bowser. Thank you. Gigi, Prefan, Johnny, Cowboy. As always lately, thank you so much for all the support and effort as well, my man. Especially in crypto. Really appreciate it. Ruffle, as always. Troyden, Frank. Really nice here. Yes, my man also did a fantastic session in the V2 today. Thank you so much, man. We're talking about a Forex backtesting software. It's fantastic. Thank you so much, man. I'm gonna talk to you after the stream. Protect Mark, Shipley, yes sir, Jack and Sparrow, GVS, Chrono, Henry, VG Cartoon. Let's get it going, okay? We have the dollar right now coming up here. I think this is quite important right now because the fact that we're actually bouncing from an area of demand. We kind of bounced from here. We still kind of like seeing a reaction from it. It's not looking particularly strong in my opinion still. Yet we are showing some first signs of stabilization and actually kind of a nice area consolidation, potential recovery here. But yeah, we have news coming in literally 2 minutes, 3 minutes from now. So let's wait for the news. Let's see how the news responds to how the dollar responds to the news, and then based on that we can look for, you know, our regular setups here. I'm gonna focus on the dollar, I'm gonna focus on the yen, and I'm gonna focus on gold. Okay, so the yen basket, the dollar index, and gold, and that's it. All right, so either yen pairs, dollar pairs, or gold potentially. Stop loss already for gold on break even. We can easily pump up here during the news. That's why I sold 50% already of our position just now, around $500. And that's also the main reason why I'm going to move the stream earlier right now. Because I see it constantly happening with gold. That around 7:30, okay, we're seeing a move happening here. Last couple of streams. So we're going to change it up a little bit. All right, let's go. News. And we're going to look at the dollar here. There we go. Oscar, hey, LC, thank you so much for the giveaway, bro. Thank you a lot. Thank you, my man. Thank you for the support. Our new giveaway, of course, as always, is at around 500 likes and at 700 likes like we did yesterday. We are already at 188 likes right now. Very quickly, we can get this up to 500 in no time with you guys and with the effort you guys put in as well. And then I'll make sure I'll find some beautiful setups for us today. And yeah. Fair and square. We're going to talk about a couple important things as well. A little bit macro today. A little bit macro. Some banks are not doing well. All right? Which is very interesting at the moment. Where can we get your trades when you're offline? Great question. I'm gonna answer that in a second here. Great question. Let's wait for the news real quick. 50 seconds for the news. Okay, let's see how the dollar responds right now. Because the dollar is right now coming down. I think gold will come up a little bit. Yeah, we're probably going to get stopped out and break even with our remaining position here. Yeah, probably. Very curious here what's going to happen. Very curious here. Alright, core durable goods order. I did not expect a major pump, but I see some sort of reaction right now due to the fact that it's just after the New York Open as well. And the dollar is at a crucial spot right now. 10 seconds. Note Carly says, hey Lorenzo, how are you? I'm doing great. GG says, have you seen about the deal that has been denied with Microsoft? $75 billion deal has been rejected. Wow. I haven't seen that. No, thank you for sharing. Is this bullish? Yes, this is bullish. This is bullish for the dollar. And this is bearish for gold. Okay? Man. Yes. That's what I kind of didn't expect here. But every single time you see that gold is moving up like 2 or 3 minutes before. And then it turns around. It's kind of like... So keep a very close eye on gold. 2 or 3 minutes before a major pump. And just observe it. You know, for a couple of you know, news sessions and see if you can find something there. At least this is what I'm saying here. It rhymes, you know. The market does not always repeat itself. You know, sometimes it's not the case. So don't take that for granted. But yeah. Anyways, this is the reason why I'm gonna stream an hour to 30 minutes. Let's start with 30 minutes, and then maybe even an hour earlier for the next couple of streams here. And let's see how the dollar is acting here. If the dollar finds enough strength to push up from that news here in general. As of what I see now, we're already getting rejected internally by that zone. Yeah, we need to wait. We need to wait for a breakout out of an area of consolidation or just a lower low getting created. We need to break out of that zone for the dollar. And that's the only reason pretty much for us, or that will give us the perfect incentive then to look for, you know, setups like, for example, GU. I've been looking at GU for a while already today. I see a lot of potential in GU today. And also for the yen, this expansion is something that I really like. Okay? This is a beautiful expansion out of an area of consolidation here. You know, you have that consolidation, you have now that expansion. I'm waiting for the pullback, for that retracement, to look for that continuation here. And I think that some pairs like GJ or EJ can benefit from that as well here. So overall, I think that that could be very good. Overall with the yen especially. Euro. Yeah, I think the euro can come down a little bit here, especially if the dollar decides to move up. But who knows what the dollar is going to do here. We had that first initial move, was great. But now we're making... we're coming down a little bit here. What is your win rate on average? Yeah, around 70%, I would say. David says Bitcoin is flying. Yes, Bitcoin is doing his thing right now. Bitcoin has made a major move here. It actually held here, and it had some some very important news in regards to actual bank collapse. All right, yesterday, or not the bank collapse completely, but we saw a massive bank falling. 50% shares dropped after terrible reports of their deposits. All right, of course, less and less, members, retail, let's say investors, traders, the regular people, they are not depositing anymore, or they're actually, depositing way less than they did before. They're afraid, obviously. They're scared of a potential bank run, a bank collapse in general. A lot of fear in the market. There are a lot of articles that I need to show you guys in a second here to back that up. But, I think that this pump could have something to do with it. Okay? And it's a major one. It's absolutely major. So, I think, to be honest, guys, I do believe absolutely that we started on time. We started on time. And this is absolutely the reason indeed to look at it right now in the crypto streams as well. And I think we just nailed it with the timing. And I think it could be the ideal case for you as well to, if you haven't started looking into crypto yet, that this is maybe the moment to familiarize yourself a little bit with these particular live streams here. Okay, I want to see what the yen is doing here. This is my main focus right here. I like what the yen is doing. I don't like what the dollar is doing. Obviously, we had that news bullish. Yet it's coming down a little bit. I think gold will move up here. So yes, there we go. We're stopped out on break even with the remaining position. We made 500 bucks. After the stream, we will note the data again here, but I'm not gonna count this one because it was already taken beforehand. So. Yeah, let's see how gold is reacting here. I think that gold right now is actually looking quite interesting, man. We have been coming down. We had that news coming out here. Bitcoin is rising. We have this area of demand here. Some upside potential. Okay. The only reason why I went short here is because we were building, of course, a tremendous amount of liquidity underneath. Okay, that's the main reason why we entered our position when we went short here. But now this has been taken out and we tapped into that 30-minute zone. I'm actually more interested in looking for longs, especially if the dollar keeps creating a lower, building more downside momentum here. That would definitely give you more confidence to look for longs for gold as well in this stream again. So doing the opposite of what we initially did here an hour ago. Yeah, I think that is definitely possible. Okay. Do you have some kind of journal where you put in the trades that you take? I would suggest to follow the live streams a little bit more, okay, and analyze and base your conclusions on that. Or go back a little bit. Okay, have a close eye on some of the Japanese yen pairs right here right now. This is actually the moment for you guys as well to pretty much let me know real quick what you guys are looking at in regards to some setups right now. We can go over it, we analyze everything, and we wait for the setups to play out and we execute together right there. So throw me some setups right now. I think this is the right moment to do so, as we're waiting for some breakouts here, especially for the dollar. We're waiting for some significant change in structure, either up or down. It doesn't really matter. And based on that, we will have an outcome there. Let's see what we have. Marianne says Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Mariana says GJ, Euro, Japanese yen. Yes. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay. Yeah, let's do a couple of them based on your expert or your requests. So let's just start with the first one, which is Australian dollar, Swiss franc. We'll do a couple of them, and then we move into the actual trading here. Let me set an alert for the yen real quick, right there, and let me set an alert for the dollar underneath here. Close on gold as well here. You have this initial 1 minute zone. I want to see how we react from this range as well. Okay, Australian dollar Swiss franc. All right. All right. All right. Let's have a look at it. Soccer Spot, my man. My recommendation is to join our Discord. That would be amazing if you want. And you will find more information there. We're going to share more information as well in the Discord right here. We're going to talk about this in a second. Okay, let's zoom out real quick. Coming down pretty significantly. Australian dollar has been showing a lot of weakness lately on the currency index itself. The Swiss franc is actually constantly holding very well. It's actually one of the best performing currencies at the moment. Okay, lower inflation. We all know what's going on in Swiss right here. Then in the other countries, they have their own policy, their own currency. They're not restricted to the EU and so on and so on. To the euro, right? They have their own currency and so on. So it's actually a very, very important and strong currency at the moment here. You can see it definitely on many charts related to the Swiss franc here, being quite dominant so far. Okay, let me quickly go to, before we move to the Australian dollar Swiss franc here, let me quickly go to the Australian dollar index. Let me go to the, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We never could break that high here at 66.4. We never could break that high. I think we're almost there at this particular zone. I think this is the moment where we really have to pay close attention to the Australian dollar, which we're coming very close to right now. Okay, so that's the Australian dollar. Tapped into that zone once, massive expansion from there, building a lot of liquidity, taking out, coming up, coming down. I want to see how we react there at 65.93. That's one. Let's go to the Swiss franc. Yeah. Yeah, fantastic, strong. But we might be seeing some more. Let me see what we have here. We have that high. Let me set an alert here. So if you guys wondering, for the new people, what I'm doing here, I'm looking at the currency baskets. Okay, it's showing me the strength of each individual currency, not related to any pairs. Based on that, I can kind of indicate the strength from a technical standpoint of an individual currency, and I can compare both to see what's happening here. All right, I think we're nearing a potential reversal in the short term here. I think this is high likely. I think we have been coming down so much, and we're both coming to crucial zones, both the Swiss franc as the Australian dollar as well right now. I think this is literally a significant low. Let's go to the 3 daily. We're starting to come now towards these lows. If I would go to the normal candles and I go to the lower time frame, we would see now exactly this happening here. That that massive expansion after that pump there. Let's see how we react from this particular zone right now. I think we're coming very close to a climax here. In order to be fully bullish, you need to break a significant high, which is going to take a little bit more time. You want to come up, you want to then come down, and then look for the continuation. That's like the kind of the ideal case. Initially, if you look on the lower time frame here, we have created a loss break of structure to the downside, followed by a change character to the upside right here, coming up to that reaction. Now, if you hold here, we create a higher high right there, and the actual Australian dollar is actually making a bouncer real quick on the lower time frame. Then I'm starting to like it more and more here, as we're kind of like taking out all the liquidity. Now we're kind of moving down. I think it could come down a little bit more. That's why I want to see how we react first, because the Swiss franc is now in a crucial zone, area of resistance on the higher time frame, whereas the Australian dollar is also coming down towards significant lows of a swing low, candle structure pretty much. So we could see the reversal in the short term here. I would not be surprised if that would happen for the Australian dollar, so keep a very close eye on this. Okay? Remind me later during the stream as well a little bit, because it is an interesting setup. Thank you for sharing. Let's go to the next one. Couple more. Dollar yen. Okay. Yeah, dollar yen. Dollar is making, was making that initial move here. Now it's coming back down, but the yen is also kind of doing the same thing here. Had that consolidation, had that expansion. Now potentially looking for the pullback. Coming back to that candle structure right here, which is the point of control of that range. It's right on that level. And then it's like that candle structure that's right there. That identifies the candle that I'm looking for. And it makes a lot of sense, right? So it's kind of like that indecisive candle in the middle. Of course, we had that initial rally. We had that base. And we had that massive expansion to the downside. We have that imbalance coming up towards either these lows. And then, which is then the volume area, value area low. Or coming up towards the point of control. And then potentially rejection continuation to the downside from there. So that's kind of that expansion that you look for. With higher high internally. Okay, lower low initially. After that, tapping into that zone, coming down. I think the yen could indicate to come up. And then come down. And then it's the question, okay, is the dollar then gonna actually hold at some point at this particular level? Which we are coming close to right now. Which could be possible because we have created a higher high here for the dollar itself. Right, so that's why we're looking for the continuation. Pretty much a higher low, followed by a higher high. Let's see if that happens. We don't know that. We never know what will actually happen. We're just trying to speculate on potential scenarios where if this creates a higher high, it comes down towards that low that put in that high. It could be a stronger low. Tap into the zone coming up. Continuous momentum right there. News was overall bullish for the dollar. You have to take that in consideration. The yen right now is kind of reacting kind of like, if you go to the 1 minute, semi-negatively correlated to it. So it could benefit us with the dollar yen. If you come down right now, when you zoom out on the 15 minute, you have that last expansion right here. Which is kind of that zone that we saw there, that last low. I need to zoom out a little bit more. And let's go to like the 2-hour chart initially. To check just the overall swing low to swing high. So let's say we have this low, we have that high. We bounced first of all from the 50. Right there. Perfectly. Okay. After that we came down, we broke the 50. Alright. We came down towards this high. And this high is like a breaker block right there. Okay. The breaker block right here is holding support right now. It's kind of like saying, okay, you create an initial lower low, you create a massive expansion, and then that initial candle structure here becomes support right there. That's just where we bounce from at the moment. Plus the fact that at that moment as well, we have created at lower low followed by a higher high. So that's exactly what you want to see, okay? You want to see a lower low. Why? Because you know that the last liquidity has then been taken out underneath. And then immediately creating that internal higher high here. Okay, you can create this one. You can actually call it on the 30 minute as well. If you want to clarify that a little bit more. But to just make it simple, we can take it to the 10 minute to the lower time frame. We took out that last high to put in that low. Okay, and we come up here. Now we're looking for the pullback. And let's see if the yen then at that moment aligns here. But I'm actually quite interested in what we're seeing here for the dollar yen. We need to see if this happens on stream. Because it can take an hour or two. I think it could be possible. Because we're streaming for 4 hours roughly. Every single stream, 3.5, 4 hours. So if you would build some liquidity, man, that would be the ideal case scenario. You know? Come down slow and steady. But I highly doubt that it will happen. Let's see how we come down. Let's see how the yen comes up. And let's see how the dollar reacts from this initial zone. And then let's continue our journey in regards to the dollar yen. And look for the continuation up here. In the end, I have to say, there is a lot of liquidity built up for the yen in general right now. That I really like. I think this is kind of important, right? That combination of, you know, coming down and then have that sudden massive expansion to the upside here. You know, creating that higher high right there. Reversing kind of, aligning very well with the yen. Breaking that low after that consolidation. And the dollar, bullish news for the dollar. Higher high created. But yeah, let's see if we actually can hold here. Because this is something that we really have to... and we have to really pay very close attention to, because it's quite an uncertain market due to the fact that, of course, the banking sector is doing very bad at the moment. And many people are rushing into gold, Bitcoin, potentially a couple of safe havens as well here. Yeah, interesting times we're living in. Okay, so yeah, dollar yen. I like it. Thank you for sharing it. Looking forward to the outcome here. Looking forward to see how we react here. And yeah, let me set an alert somewhere in the middle here. So we at least get an alert if we come down right there. Hi Lorenzo, why do you prefer the Japanese yen basket to the index JPY? It's the same thing. Same thing. Question is black bull markets good for the beginner? I think it is. I'm not sure yet. I just started yeah, with it. I don't have that much data, that much trades done on that brokerage account. So I don't know. Not an affiliate either. GJ is looking crazy, big moves today. Yeah, that's what we're talking about because of the yen. The yen had that massive expansion to the downside. The euro is moi due to the fact that the euro is not looking that particularly strong. I think GJ is showing more potential in the short term here. And I do like what I see for GJ because we actually have been holding here since that position. We actually eventually held in that beautiful 4-hour area of the month. You know, right there. Not here, underneath, right there. Bounced from it again. 30-minute created a higher high. Now we came down. If you look on the 50-minute, we came perfectly tapped into that zone. That was the high to, that was the trade to make here. Okay, coming down and then, you know, had that liquidity built up here. That's what I mean with liquidity, right? You create a bunch of liquidity to the upside while you're coming down after you created a higher high, tapping into that zone and then looking for the continuation. These are kind of like the ideal setups if you trade supply and demand. Build that liquidity building before you trade and look for your entry. So yeah, beautiful. Indeed, what we're seeing at the moment. We tapped into this zone right now. We came back up. We're looking for the continuation again. It's all about the yen. It's all about the yen here. What is the yen gonna do? And based on that, and we're gonna have more data for GJ here. But the yen needs to come up more in order for us to look for setups right there. Okay, one more. Let's do it. EURUSD. Okay, EURUSD. Oh, US30 also. Okay, let's do the US30 first because we need to catch an indices as well. Indeed, I agree. EURUSD and then we continue our. Then we're gonna trade. EURUSD and the US30. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Dollar coming down. Let's see how we react here. We're still coming down. The VIX at the moment also getting rejected. For our zone. 15-minute reaction. Tapped into it twice. I'm not looking strong. Not looking strong at all at the moment. If the volatility index doesn't look that strong, then yeah, that could mean a little bit more potential for the dollar 30, the US30. Let me pick out the US30 and also the Nasdaq as well. Coming down a little bit. Let's see how the the Dow Jones is reacting to that zone. To that actual momentum from in. On the volatility index here. And that is yeah, of course we came up while we came down here. Let's say we have the zone, let's say we turn it around. There we go. It's reacting a little bit heavier, more aggressive. So we had an expansion here. A significant expansion as well. At a certain time here we came. Okay. There we go. Jacob, my man, shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you. Otherwise, you helped me a lot in trading. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Gonna use it for the giveaway. Big ups, my man. I appreciate you, friend. Okay, I think that let me go to the Nasdaq real quick because I have a feeling that the Nasdaq is showing potentially better setup here, but it's actually not doing that. Bunch of liquidity built up here. 5-minute zone. What a price action right now at the moment for the indices here. What a price action here. Okay. To be honest, I am at this particular moment not a big fan of the indices here and the current price action in the market here. I think that the yen is showing way cleaner price action. I think you could have better results here, or more stable results, at least with our strategy, at least right now. I think if you look at the VIX is not looking that particularly strong at this particular moment. The S&P is reacting to that upwards right now in an upwards trajectory at the moment here. We see that we came down here already once. We bounced from this initial zone and we kind of pushed up further. I want to see serious highs getting broken first, man. I really want to do it. Why? Because there is a lot of ground to cover in general right now for the S&P. But overall, I do believe that if I'm looking at the current sentiment here, like, I'm also not really impressed with what I see right now. I think that, you see that we're clearly getting rejected. We have also built a lot of liquidity on the lower time frame. At the same time, the volatility index is coming down here. I do not like the current synchronization. Usually, the VIX and the indices are very negatively correlated, reacting very well. And there is a negative correlation, as you guys can see here. If you would just turn around the chart here on the S&P, it is a little bit similar, but it's you see, especially when we look at it from this perspective here. Look at that. But I think there is definitely more upside potential here. But we have created a lower low. We have to create a higher high. And in my opinion, I want to have the confirmation. And I want to wait for a higher high, higher low. And then look for potential setups right there. Until the moment, I'm not a big fan of the current price action of the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. Now back to the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is doing much better. I have to say that the Dow Jones is doing much better. I think there's a lot of liquidity there. I think there is definitely a chance that we can retest these lower levels at 33,698. Coming back towards this zone where we actually got, we broke that area of support and we just fell through. So a retest of that level would not be surprising to me, looking at the VIX, the volatility indexes at the moment. And I do kind of like that lower low, higher high kind of scenario here, which is what the Nasdaq and the S&P are not showing us right now. So yeah, let's keep a close eye on the dollar. If the dollar actually, keeps coming down here, number one, and if the volatility index comes down here, number two, I think that combination will give us a quite good solid indication what is currently the sentiment of the stock market. All right, so yes, yen is coming up. That's what we're waiting for. The dollar is right now holding here. Okay, there we go. Dollar is holding here. That's good to know here. We were talking about the dollar against the yen. Okay, just now. Yeah, showing potential, massive expansions. I like that. I like that a lot here. That changed the character to the opposite as well. If you look on the lower time frame, we had a body closure right there. After all, if you really want to take it from a 15-minute standpoint, breaking that structure, now coming back down towards that zone. I like that expansion here because of the yen breaking that low, and that caused that massive expansion. So a pullback for the yen, followed by a rejection, and a dollar holding here. I think that's the perfect combination of potential short, long material for the dollar against the yen. So I'm gonna put this one up at the forefront right here. Gold is now in that zone. Yeah, let's just see how gold reacts at the moment as well, especially when the dollar is holding. Because if it was not holding, I was more looking at gold here. So that's the main reason why. We closed our short for gold 50% earlier, and then we had that break even point from the news here. No hedging this time, like yesterday. Okay, let me go to one more yen pair, and that's it. Is it possible to do one day stream based on an SMC setup and how to enter on a trade on only SMC? I think yes, it is possible to do so. It is definitely possible. Usually we have a different strategy, but we still use supply limit all time. But yeah, we could look for these type of entries. Canadian dollar. Oh wow. Yeah. Fantastic reacting here. Like, look at that, bouncing briefly from it. And again, that liquidity building, and boom. These are the setups you look for. These are the setups you're looking for. Just because it's just so clean. You know, there's a reason for them to come up. Okay. I do like the dollar yen, guys. I really do like the dollar yen. Australian dollar Swiss franc is at the 5-minute OB. Thank you, John. Appreciate that, my friend. Coming back to that 5-minute zone, indeed. Oh, we're coming down. We're almost there. That's good. That is really good news here. We're coming very close. Swiss franc. Yes, coming very close to that high here. I'm starting to like it a lot. I usually do not trade it. But I like it. I like the alignment. And I think that the timing is very good here. The timing is very good. Yeah, keep a very close eye on the Australian dollar against Swiss. And what you're looking for is like we have a 1 hour candle closure right now. So that's always important to look at. Every single time you enter a trade, just understand that it's very important to know at what time you enter and what particular candle closure can actually come into play here. So if it's, for example, 5 minutes before a 1 hour candle closure and you enter a certain position, be very aware that you can expect a lot of volatility when that 1 hour candle closure has been done here. Okay, so just always be aware when you take a setup, what time is it? Which candle closure is coming? Is it the 15 minute? Is it the 30 minute? Is it the 1 hour? Or is it simply just somewhat in between, nothing to worry about, 5 minutes, for example? There's definitely a difference there. Okay, let me see what gold is doing when we break this initial high. I put an alert on gold. Lows has been taken out. If we're now going to go for the highs, I think we're going to look for continuation up. I do believe that we can look for, you know, more longs here. For gold then. Pretty straightforward. Let's see what the dollar is, how the dollar is doing. We're now balancing on this area of the month. The yen is coming up the way we want it to come up here. So patience, guys. Patience, and we get our trade here. Short on EU. Oh yes, EU, that was the last one we wanted to check indeed. Correct. Short on EU if the dollar holds there. So you have this initial zone right here. Why? Well, higher high, lower low, right? That's kind of like that setup you want to look for. You know, some people would enter here and then they take it down here. If the dollar decides to indeed hold here and create an internal high, in my opinion, I would wait for that. And you have that low there. You have that initial low. Yeah, look at that. Look at that overextension right here. And look at that rejection point right at that high. Okay, swing high to swing low. Usually you will see... Oh, it's not this one right here. Let's see. Is it the 10 minute? Probably the 10 minute right there. Yep. 10 minute. Rejection point. You know, facing difficulties here. Showing some liquidity underneath. You know, coming down. Dollar then breaking particularly highs internally. You know, Euro US dollar breaking internal lows. And you got what you're looking for here. Keep a very close eye on the Australian dollar Swiss franc here. Because we might see that turnaround right now happening. GU as well, and that's it. GU is now in that zone as well. Consolidation still. So with GU you can be patient. And why? Because if you see a consolidation, there is no need to take action right now. You can simply then just wait. You know, when you break out of this area of consolidation here, you wait for the breakout. If it's down especially. Okay. And if you then come down, you wait for the pullback somewhere in that range. And then you look for the continuation to the upside. And then you look for your setups. You know, somewhat in that level. That's usually the best way for me personally to look at when I see a range underneath the rejection point. When it's, for example, super clear, you know, momentum to the upside, followed by a clear low, followed by a lower low. That's the moment when we enter our setups, usually right here. And when we just, you know, looking for the correlations, of course, we see that initial rejection right here, that area of supply coming into play as well right there. Okay. Right here. We're seeing that coming into play right there. We're seeing then that some people wait for that pullback, but sometimes it never happens. And that's why we sometimes usually enter then with the correlation right there. And we take it to the lows here. That's usually how we enter. But if you see an area of consolidation, it is kind of, it's a little bit different. All right, it's just you want to wait for a break out of that range, and then wait for the pullback, then wait for the continuation to the downside here. I think that's, in my opinion, a good way of looking at it, because then you can use the tool that we're talking about all the time here, which is the fixed range volume profile. You know, breaking serious lows, coming down, and then and looking for particular levels right there, and then you take a short. If the dollar, only if the dollar, of course, comes up here and is going for particular highs as well, right? The dollar needs to align, but I guess it is automatically aligning, because if it's not aligning and the dollar comes down, then GU would usually go up here automatically. Yen is moving up. It's good to know. Dollar yen is coming down and coming down and coming down here right now. Gold is coming for these highs right now, so gold, dollar, yen, and EU or GU when we break out and come back up here. And that's it. Lorenzo Blow, please make a video on the top-down analysis. Yes, I can definitely do that. Bitcoin 30K already. Guys, it's happening. It's happening. Hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are ready. This is big. This is big. This is strong. This is very quick. Very quick recovery here. I'm preparing you guys. Why? Because you will be able to get crazy risk rewards in crypto very, very soon here. Lorenzo, what criteria is the deciding factor when you take an SMC trade or a break of the low? That's a very good question. And my answer would usually be it's the way. So it's the way it came up here. So for example, right? If I look at SMC, it's actually a perfect example right now. Because like if I would look at an SMC trade, usually what I look for is the consolidation, the expansion, either than the manipulation for long here and go up, right? Or when my higher time frame aligns, I look for the pullback, so the retracement, and then the continuation here. Okay, I'm overextending a little bit here, but let's say, you know, coming down, coming up, rejecting, coming down. That's definitely when I'm looking for, you know, areas of supply or areas of demand. So consolidation, expansion, retracement, continuation. That's kind of like the statement when I'm looking for SMC setups personally. For me, that's working very, very well. Other ones are, for example, the Asian liquidity swipe, you know, taking out the Asian lower high, you know, the London higher low, like these type of scenarios where we look at the sessions and we can think that we create a change of character to the upside. And we know that we're swiping out the Asian lows followed by the Asian highs as a target. That's another reason why I look for SMC setups. If that's not the case and I just see an expansion and, you know, creating a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then a lower low, and it's very clean and straightforward, rejection, a synchronization with the correlated basket, that's usually when I enter my, you know, my regular strategy, which is more of a higher win rate strategy, lower risk to reward. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. What is the price of the V2? The V2 price is $97 lifetime, actually, right there. We're going to end at the 1st of May. And on in mid-May, we're going to release, the V3. So if you are in the V2, you're in automatically. Dollar yen is coming very close right now towards the zone. Very, very close. Gold is getting rejected there. I wanted to see that getting broken. The dollar is holding so far. It seems that the dollar wants to make a move to the upside. Okay, guys. It seems that we're gonna actually make a pump here. Who knows? I want to see it actually happening, obviously. But if the dollar decides to do that, fantastic. Okay, then we wait for that initial reaction here, and that could benefit us a lot here with dollar yen and potentially EU and GU. Joseph says, got in a few months back, worth it, GT1 or V2 for the win. Yes, it's, yeah. I mean, private live streams for $100 lifetime. Lila says, I need a trading partner. Welcome, welcome. Darren says, I just joined the V2 today. Shout out to you. Always at the streams, Darren. Always supporting us. Legend. Amazing. Fantastic. Sorry, guys. I need to quickly check what Bitcoin is doing here, because if this is really happening right now, yeah, it's 30K. It is at 30. It's back at $30,000. And we're coming now towards this important range here. Yeah. Yeah, look at that candle structure right here. I might be taking a trade in the meantime as well, guys. Okay, I might be taking a trade here. I have to, yeah. Besides Forex. Yeah, I need to, I will have a look at it in a second. But, no, this is, no, yeah, no, yes, I mean, yes. I need to do this real quick. while we're waiting for the dollar yen coming down towards this level. Potentially looking for longs around this zone here. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Japanese yen is almost coming back up towards its zone. And I do see it aligning here. I do see the potential. By the way, my cryptocurrency course is coming out the 5th of May. So be aware. Be aware. You're gonna need it. You don't have to buy it. Let me put this straight. It's not for sale. Okay. If you want to apply, you can get into the V2. You will automatically get it, or you sign up through one of our links in the description. If my crypto streams right there, you deposit $100 on your account and you follow our trade setups during our live streams as well. Okay, if the dollar yen decides to come down towards the zone, I'm looking to this particular structure, 133.377. That's something that I'm looking for right now. Gavin Dentis, people are sleeping on crypto. Yeah. That's why it is. Like, you want to get in now. You don't have to do crazy stuff yet. You don't have to get in, invest it, and you are a trader. You want to get in and get out. But if you understand your strategy for the next bull run, now you're gonna be ahead of the game. And this is where the big guys or the big traders make the most money. They prepare for a certain moment, certain era, okay, where they capitalize on the most. And I think that could be coming very soon again. Hello, Lorenzo, my man. Let's get it to 500 likes. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So far, dollar is holding here. Yen is still trying to come up here right now. It's already seeing that rejection point. You see, that's why we are starting to build liquidity right now. That's what I mean. We're coming down. The slower we come down, the better it is. The more convinced I am, the more I'm starting to like it, the more I will actually enter, well, in this case, a nice, yeah, a nice trade from that level there. Okay. I see the potential. Cowboy says, I'm long on 2 accounts. Amazing. Amazing. Yes, you're the most active guy in the crypto chat right now in our community. Please share. Please share everything here. After every stream, by the way, we share also our results. By the way, guys, just to clarify that. Right now, we're going to update you guys also in the Discord with that. Okay. Our wins and our losses. So what do you want to see right now? Well, you want to see the dollar coming up and creating internal higher highs here. I mean, we still have that zone underneath right there. Okay, we're not there yet. But we still have that zone underneath. So, yeah, let's see how we react. This is on the 5-minute. The 5-minute time frame. Euro coming up. GU is probably following here. I see potential in the dollar yen here. Yes. Fantastic indeed. In 13 minutes, we have the New York Stock Exchange open right there. That will give us for sure a fantastic, indication here of what the dollar is going to do. Right there, right there. So guys, quickly for the people that trade crypto as well. Okay, look at this zone. Look at that area of consolidation. This is exactly what I'm talking about. We have that consolidation, that expansion. Okay, and that retracement right here. We have a 30-minute zone right there, right now, underneath, which is already causing a lot of people to short here from that level. You see it already rejecting right now at the moment. I do not want to enter from there. I want to have that final squeeze. I'm waiting for that final squeeze towards this level at 30,195. I place my short there and I'll take it to the downside here. Stop loss above that high at 30,369 here. I think still we can see one more retest back to the 29 level, you know, and then see from there. The 29,100. Not where we came from, no, a little bit higher. But that's still a fantastic setup right there. For the people that want to know, I'm going to place a limit order. Just for that, quickly. Done. Okay, back to Forex. If you want more information and follow my crypto live streams, we're going to take this very, very serious here. We're doing this once or twice a week right now. For 3-4 days a week Forex. Once or twice a week crypto. Is it then connected with the copyright? Again, man, check the announcements. Please check the announcements right here. Dollar melting? Okay, yes, we're coming down here. Oh, however, we are not there yet. We have the New York Stock Exchange open here. So we can come down right now, but I want to see what the New York Stock Exchange will do. Yeah, until the moment we're not entering indeed, obviously, into that trade here. This is gonna help us a lot with gold, but gold is not moving either at the moment. Yeah, we have to wait for the next 10 minutes for sure. Wait for the New York Stock Exchange to open up here, and we have our setup. We have our outcome right there potentially. James says, hi Lorenzo, I've seen you switching to Heiken-Ashi candles for a few times recently. Is that a new thing? Have you always done that? So it actually does not really matter. You can use lines or you can use Heiken-Ashi candles. For me, they're both very, very similar. It's just meant for charts with a lot of gaps. It's very annoying sometimes to look at charts with a lot of gaps, and especially these baskets have that a lot. The Japanese yen basket doesn't, but let's say the British pound or the whatever, the Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, and so on and so on. So what I then tend to do is I tend to use either Heiken-Ashi right here to just give me the market structure. That's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for, you know, perfect charts like regular setups, because we're not trading from these charts here. We're looking for purely an indication of the structure itself. So you can use lines for that, or you can just use the Heiken-Ashi. It doesn't really matter. Okay, dollar is creating a lower low. 8 more minutes. What's your entry on the potential Bitcoin short? My limit order is at 30,350. No, 30,000, sorry, 194. Oh yes, we're coming down, we're tanking here. Dollar tanking. 10-minute chart. Let's go to that last candle structure. What do we have here? We have one more structure underneath. That's the last low. You will see it bounces from there a little bit. Usually it tends to happen. But it's looking very, very weak at the moment. Very, very weak. Yen, at the moment, what is the yen doing right now? Is the yen following? Is the yen coming up? The yen is coming up. Negative correlation right now. You see, guys, sometimes there's a positive correlation, sometimes there's a negative correlation. Always make sure what we are... what it actually is. Is it a negative correlation, positive correlation? $10 in the yen. Okay, gold's making moves here. Yes, sir. Okay, fantastic. Okay, beautiful. 2001. Dollar coming down far. 5 more minutes till the stock exchange here. We have to wait for the New York Stock Exchange to open up here. Look at that, look at that. Wow. What do we have? What do we have? Hey bro, just got sent here by Dr. Dollar, my man. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you. Shout out to Dr. Dollar. Shout out to Dr. Dollar. Look at the dollar, guys. Wow, look at the dollar crashing right now at the moment here. Yeah, I am waiting for sure for the New York Stock Exchange open. This is in 5 minutes. Okay. Goodbye, dollar. Rest in peace. Yeah, gold coming up massively right now, but at some point I think we're gonna come down again. I think we are gonna retest the 2000 level. I do believe that. Okay, that's the reason. I think this is a very realistic level to come down towards too. That structure overall. I'm just waiting for the open here in 5 minutes. No, of course this is not a trade right now. We knew that. Okay, show limit order on BitCat. I just opened it. All right, it's 4 more minutes to go, guys. It's gonna be a wild session. Gonna be a wild session here. At 30,195, my man. That's the entry. 30,195. Okay. Almost at 500 likes already. Wow, that's really quick. We're gonna do a giveaway very soon here. $50 at 500 likes, $50 at 700 likes here. We're easily gonna reach that. All right, dollar, let's go. 3 minutes till the New York Stock Exchange open here. There is no red folder news. No, this has to do with this has to do with the bank collapses here. A lot of bad news came out in regards to the banks and the deposit reports. Let me see if I can find that article right now. I will find it for you guys right now. It's important. That's why Bitcoin is coming up right now at the moment here. But even when it's coming up, that doesn't mean I'm gonna just like only long here now. There we go. Two more minutes. The Guardian right there. Okay. This is one of them. First Republic Bank shares fall 50% after reporting dramatic slump in deposits. Bank now faces tough options to turn around its business within the creation of a bad bank or asset sales possibilities right there. This is very, very bad. And you know what's going to happen? People are getting super fearful. All right. It's not particularly that, you know, one bank is going down and okay, that's it. No, it's just the effect that it will have on, you know, that reaction is the catalyst to potential bank runs, right? Who's next? Kind of, you know, creating that sentiment, that negative sentiment right here. So this is good for gold. This is going to be good for Bitcoin. Right? All of these things right there right now. Inflation, for example, in Argentina right now, if I'm correct, at the moment, and I need to see what it exactly is here, but I believe it is absolutely incredible. It is probably, it's roughly, I heard it was around 7.5% inflation a day. A day. Hyper inflation right here. Okay? If people in Argentina right now, through their exchange, want to get a hold of Bitcoin, all right, they have to pay $35,000 for it. So what does that say about Bitcoin? What does it tell about Bitcoin? By default. Think about it. It's absolutely incredible. It's very crazy. It's kind of a revolution. We are at the end of an era, of a cycle here. And I think that the dollar has been reacting very, very strong here. Okay, we have the open right now. Okay. We literally at the open stopped coming down. So let's see how we react right here. Okay. We came down all the way towards the zone. Look at where we at right now. We came literally towards that candle structure right here. Right underneath this in this level right here at this moment. If we draw it from wick to wick right there, you see that exact reaction, or not exact reaction, but a reaction from this particular zone. Let's go to the lower time frame. We saw that low created 21:30. Okay, 9:30. Okay, this is Bali time right here. Let me put it back to New York. There we go. Yeah, 9:30 coming up right now at the moment here. Yeah, let's see. Gold. Let's go. Let's have a look at gold in a second here for now. Because gold will come down if that happens here. That's why I'm not FOMOing in right now. Because there's no need to FOMO in. There is no need to. There we go. I like it a lot. I like what we're seeing here. We have this beautiful consolidation right there. Okay. Have a look at 2001. 2001. 2001.9 dollar. Let's see how we how long this lasts. Euro broke through all the levels. Okay. Euro created a significant higher high, followed by GU probably doing the exact same thing. Of course, we broke above these the levels here, so we have now a different story. We are now looking at a higher high. We have not closed above that. Okay, we have closed above it. Okay. Now this is starting to look very, very bad for the dollar right now at the moment. Could you please release the video about the point of control and how we use it? Yes, I have a video about it. Look at it in the in my video section. I have a video about it. I will create an updated video about it because it's very, very powerful. It gives you some good data, especially when you have a clean range, clean area of consolidation. For example, we see the same thing happening right now, right? We had that expansion here, we came down, we tested it now. We had that zone, we have that expansion now. We can start ranging above this level to then either look for the continuation here. Somewhat in that zone, I'm looking for new entries. If we come down and stabilize around this zone here, you know, potentially here. But yeah, only if the dollar creates a new lower low. Right now, it's actually, you know, creating that low 930. That's why New York Stock Exchange open. We wanted to see what's going on here because it could just turn around just like that. Okay. Market is pretty intense today. Look at that. It's good that we closed our short for gold here. Otherwise, we would lose some money. At least made some money over it. Targeting lower 4-hour time frame. Hey Laura, I'm shorting EURUSD now. Long dollar. This is manipulation. Yeah, wait a little bit longer. So I would like wait a couple more minutes right now. And the reason why is because I do agree with you. But the reason why is because of the 50-minute kind of closure. Usually it's always like the first 15 minutes of an open is kind of where you have to let it do its thing. You have to let the market do its thing. And from there you have a reasonable database, all right, of like 1-minute structures in order to kind of see what's going on here. And also another rule is to look at particular, you know, volume. It can also be beneficial. Because there is nothing sure yet whatsoever here. And no, this can just be a release and then a continuation. So my suggestion is to wait a little bit longer. Yes, we have to wait a little bit longer to stream. It is what it is. Especially when you make massive moves like this here, you need to evaluate before, you know, taking unnecessary risk. Four likes for the giveaway, yes, sir. We're gonna do it. I need to give a moment right here. What's also very, very interesting in regards to the inflation right now, okay? Where the inflation is the biggest there are, you know, these particular countries, this is where the most cryptocurrency wallets are getting open. Okay? And it's just a matter of time before inflation hits us everywhere even worse. Especially if they start printing money again, which could definitely be the case here. If some major banks, you know, get into trouble right now at this particular moment. Controlled demolition, we call this, okay? Smaller banks can go, but the bigger banks, this is where it gets really nasty. And that's just a matter of time. So who was in a short for the EURUSD? Somebody was in a short for the EURUSD apparently. Let me see. I saw it in the chat here. Marked, yes, marked. Okay. Oh, a lot of you guys are shorts right now in USD. Okay, interesting. Let me zoom out too quick. Because where are we rejecting from right now at the moment? We have to go back. And we are topping into incredible important high here. I have to agree with you right here from a daily standpoint. Yeah, okay. I see what you mean. A daily structure right here. Tapping into that zone. Right now. Daily area of resistance right here. Strong resistance right here. Not just from an area of supply here, but in general. If you would draw this whole thing out here, you would see clearly that we are in the middle of a very crucial zone right there. So I have to agree with you. Let's go to the 1 hour chart here. Wait for this closure first. This is not convincing me though whatsoever right now. Building a tremendous amount of liquidity here. What I personally am gonna wait for, if I would say, okay, dollar is gonna go up right now, all right, and the euro is gonna go down. What I want to see then is I want to come down, I want to come up, then I want to come down. Then I'm looking to short it. I'm gonna be patient here. I'm not gonna just right now enter. Too less data, too less confirmation, too much. Maybe in my opinion here, but that's my personal opinion. I do like what we're seeing here indeed with like the you know, that area of supply, that stable price accurate rejection right there. But I see also at the same time that we're building more liquidity here. Kind of seems like a you know, continuation here as well. Could definitely be the case here. But if we create it and we create a lower low, that's definitely the moment to enter. Definitely the moment to enter. So in my opinion, this is not in my opinion, a little bit too early to enter right now for euro, US dollar. For example, GU. Yeah, it's all quite similar. It's all quite similar. Dollar yen, of course, broke through all the major levels right now. So that's a different. It's a little bit of a different story. Okay, the yen is here. The yen has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, look at that. We came into that zone and look. And this is again, oh man, it's that explanation that I really wanted to show you guys. And it is playing out here, okay? We have this whole area of consolidation. Okay? We have this whole area of consolidation here. Alright, right there. Then we had that expansion, okay? So we had that consolidation, you had that expansion, and you can recognize that expansion by a massive fall, either to the downside or upside, and then you have that pullback. Okay, I'm not saying that we're gonna hold here, but look at the point of control, right? The point of control is that area where in this particular range, the most volume has been traded. That's that red line. Okay, the purple line right now. If I remove it, it's a red line right here. You draw a horizontal ray there. Okay, you add in and you call it the point of control. Right? And look at that zone. Look at where we at and look at where you get rejected. That's where it's at. Consolidation, expansion, retrace, point of control is crucial. Why is it so nice? Well, you can really nicely align it with an area of supply or demand. It depends. If you're long and if it expands to the upside, it's an area of demand right here. You look at that candle structure right there. You see that it's the candle structure that aligns right there. So let's say this was not on, for example, a Japanese yen basket chart, but this was on, you know, GU or EU or whatever it is. You know, then it's easy in that case that you can just place your entry there, stop loss above that high, and you target the lows. Right? That's kind of like the idea here. This is, of course, just a basket, an indication. Okay? That's it. But it's always good to keep have a close eye and look at it, because it does work, and it does work very well. Right? So pay very close attention to it. Right now, the only way to decide if the yen is going to hold here or if it's going to actually break up is if the dollar is going to come down further. Right now, at the moment, when we look at the dollar itself, we're kind of seeing that the dollar right now is kind of like consolidating a little bit after that massive expansion. And that happened right at the New York Stock Exchange open. So timing is always key as well, right? You wait for the New York Stock Exchange to open up if you are not in the trade yet, for sure. Because you can flip at any given moment. Okay, it came down perfectly, 9:30, boom, New York Stock Exchange open, boom, reversal for now. All right, so that's why it is interesting that the yen right now is at that level and that we're seeing that rejection here, because that could tell and give us an indication right now for yen particular pairs right here. So the yen is in an area of supply. Let's say we're getting rejected. Okay, what are then the best possible setups to look out for? Is that the euro against the yen? I don't think so. Why? Dollar is right now coming up, so the euro is coming down here a little bit. So looking for a short right now is not the best scenario if the yen is also coming down, potentially. So GJ, is that potentially a scenario that we can look at? Is that a particular option? Well, look at this area of demand right now that we were at this particular moment. We are tapping into that zone right here. We have another zone below it as well, which is right there. We have been actually bounced from that area right here. We have been bounced from this area right there. Okay, so right now, if you look at a 1 minute, you see that we are starting to take out, you know, we're starting to come out here. So if the yen decides to turn around here, you know, and you create a higher high, then we're onto something here. Okay, because the yen is perfect. The yen is looking fantastic. It's about the dollar right now. That will determine what the yen will further do. And if that makes then sense for example, you know, GJ to look at. Another one I think that was very strong was the Canadian dollar against the yen here. Okay, let me go quickly to that one as well. No, not in this case any longer. Okay, we were at first. And then we have the euro against the yen. I think we have a little bit more downside potential. I think GJ is looking the best. If you break that high, if the yen decides to hold here, well, therefore the dollar has to keep moving up. Marco says, Lorenzo, I believe the 4-hour area on the dollar is going to close above the level and leave it with a wick. So the 15-minute and the 1 hour are going to be super bullish without a retracement. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Let's wait. Indeed, yeah, we have 10 more minutes for that, particularly here. Right now, the yen is at an interesting zone right now. Okay. If the yen gets rejected here, yeah, it's very, very interesting. We have also the value area high. If it doesn't get rejected, it's fine. The only thing that we're looking for is we're looking for this lower low. Okay. So what we're looking for right now, we're looking to break this low. And that's the catalyst for entering. Okay, we're talking about GJ. So let's see if we can break this low. Wait for lower low right there for the Japanese yen basket. Then we look at GJ right there. We can still come down a little bit more. This is in essence the final low. Yen needs to break that low. Can someone or admin tell Lorenzo to do a video on how to set up and use TradingView? It's not that... Should not be that difficult here, but yeah, we can make a video about it because I don't think there are many videos about it indeed. So yeah, that's a good idea. Keep it. I will post this in Discord. Anything I will post in Discord, guys. From new setups, I'm gonna put back my setups again, my training setups again on a regular basis in the mentor charts right here. Which we took a little break from, but I'm gonna put all my trade setups back again in that zone here. So that's a reason to join. We're gonna keep a close eye on crypto. We're building this out as well right now, but the most important part is the weekly analysis, the mentor charts, then the updates of the stream, and also we're gonna work very hard off the setups shared by members in our community right here. This is what we want to see. This is absolutely amazing. We're gonna change a couple of things up here in these setups right there, in these charts. So we're gonna see a lot of setups from the community. And setups chart actually only for setups, no talking, only for setups. And then we have the general chat where we can talk about anything and everything right there. What is the best way to evaluate a TP take profit from a trade? In my opinion, if you look at a take profit from a particular trade here, first of all, it depends on your strategy. But in my opinion, the most important thing is in market structure. I think that all strategies are aligning there. So if you break, let's say you go long and you break a new high and you retest, create a new low, a higher low, that could be the right moment to move your stop loss. If you break a high, it could be the right moment to put your stop loss on break even and take some profits already. Right there. I think this could be interesting here. By the way, guys, we have 550 to 42 likes right now. Guys, what we can do right now is we can do the giveaway here for a $50 yeah, just a $50 you know, USDT, right, to your crypto wallet. Let's see what we can do here. We're gonna do another one later on, later this stream. Every stream, by the way. Okay, there we go. Well, if the dollar comes down, then the yen will go up and we'll break the highs. But let's see how we react here, because we're not there yet. We're going to do the giveaway in a second too. There is an explanation on BitGet setup for trading on Discord. You mean how you trade? How you trade on Discord? Okay, I'm waiting for a lower low for the yen here. That's what I'm looking for right now. Okay, we came to that zone. All right, there we go. It was that last low right there. At this high, put in that low. The 166.522. Okay. Let's see how quick we react here. How fast we react if the yen decides to go down. But we are coming very close here. We're looking at a crucial zone. Bunch of liquidity above there. Bunch and bunch of liquidity above right now. Yeah, we're starting to get somewhere with the yen. The point of control is never disappointing me here. But hey, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Can someone in the chat post what potential trades we look at? I'm currently looking at GJ. At this particular moment. If the yen decides to come down like it's doing. We're seeing a lower low getting created after that rejection, guys. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So that rejection, it doesn't come out of nowhere. It's again, consolidation, expansion, retracement, breaking structure, continuation towards the lows right here. This will push price up off, for example, the pairs that are trading against the yen, which is then, for example, the British pound against the yen, the euro against the yen. These particular cells here. This is the equilibrium right now where we're bouncing from. How perfect was that? Right here. And yet, I think that the GJ is looking a little bit better. Why? We're tapping into lows of swing levels, for example. So we're at the swing low, swing high. We're tapping into the low of that swing low, swing high range. Always gives me a more, you know, more comfort, more strength, more... I'm a little bit more certain about setups like these here when I see we're bouncing at least from an area of demand or supply before we break structure. Before we are seeing the yen here, then breaking that initial low, which I'm excited to see it happening right now. Man, what a price action as well, hey? What a price action as well here today. A little bit nasty action here. All right, if we create a new low, this is the low, and this would actually be better. If we create an internal lower low, right now, what we have then done is we have created a new low. So this high then, initially on the lower time frame right now, created a lower low. So this high created a new low. If we come down, fantastic. We come back up, break the highs, okay. Then this low created a new higher high, broke that high that took out this low. Okay, that means that that's the right moment here. Now it's this high that we need to break here. So a bounce, lower low, boom. Even though it's just a wick coming down and then come up. Ideal scenario. It's one of those. If the yen breaks the lows, we need to see that break happening as well. That's the combination. The yen will break the low. GJ will break the high. We're looking for the continuation then. If it's the other way around, we do not enter. So we're not chasing the market right now. We really let it come to us right here. We really let the market come to our position. And the only way to do it if the yen is breaking the low. There is no need to FOMO in right now. Okay, that's the wick. That's the lower low. So this is the higher high. We have like these particular zones right here. So for example, we had then this high right there. Yep, now put in this low. Now we need to break out of this high to invalidate that high that put in that low. And to validate that low, that potentially will put in that high. Also look at indeed all the liquidity that's built up right now for GJ here. It's clear trendline liquidity right there. That's what you want to see. If you break the lows, it's fine. We do not enter. So it's kind of like, okay, is the yen is going to show us right now. The yen from a chart perspective is looking fantastic. Okay. The yen is looking amazing. The yen is looking good. It's more about, okay, the yen needs to break the low. That's what we need to see right now. Right, internally here, this is where we at. If you break the low, Then we have a significant confirmation, in my opinion, a solid confirmation of a rejection. Until that moment, we need to be patient. We cannot enter. Because if it just goes up, which it still can go, it can go towards this high right here. We have another high right there. Okay, we're waiting for now a lower low. We're waiting for structure to be broken against the initial trend here. And that will then counter, you know, that will immediately, you will see an immediate counter reaction from GJ. Why does your stop loss get hit in a liquidity swipe, but you do not enter the trade when your limit order is set at a price? I agree, man. The slippage, spreads, combination of both. That's the reason why I personally quit IC markets. I lost a lot of money there. One time. And I'm usually very, you know, humble person in that sense here. Like, I understand the system. You need to understand that this is normal and part of the game. Right? So you need to kind of make sure that you are prepared for that kind of stuff. But not in that level as I experienced that particular trade. No news. No crazy events. All right, ready for the breakout. We're waiting for the break. We're waiting for the yen to break the lows. We're going to set an alert right now, just to clarify it, so we do not waste any time. Dollar is so far holding. Oh yeah, okay. We looked at the Wanda here. Okay. There we go. Keep a close eye on this one. Keep a close eye on GJ right now, guys. We tapped into that zone. We created a lower low. That high created a lower low. That lower low can now create a potential higher high. Bunch of liquidity buff. I do like it. You want to break the high? Yeah, needs to break the low. Yeah, we're gonna do the giveaway anytime here. Okay. Just looking at the trade right now. I don't want to miss out on the trade here when we are doing giveaway, for example. We are getting there. We have one at 500 likes, $50, and $50 at 700 likes. We are already at 600 likes, so we can better than do the two at the same time. That's my suggestion here. If we are in a trade right now. The yen needs to break that low. That's it. That's that beautiful expansion here. And now if we break that low, man. Consolidation. Expansion. Coming up. Point of control. That area of supply. On the 5 minute. Okay. That alignment here. It's not about the exact point of control. It's about the candle that represents the point of control. This is what you're looking for. That's that rejection point right now. Now you want to create a lower low. What's going to happen with GJ? GJ is going to break up and going to create a higher high. A bunch of liquidity there. You got a buy stop? No. No buy stop. Of course, this is like not easy to break, right? So keep in mind, this is a high that put in that last low. So it's a stronger high, even internally. That's why we need to break that high. That's the reason. I think it's a much safer option than trying to enter from an area of demand right now. Especially during these market conditions at the moment. Yen came up. Did it break the lows? No, it didn't break the lows. It did not break the lows here. It created equal lows, but it didn't break the lows. We have also equal highs there, so triple highs there. So we have the initial rejection on the 1 minute as well. If you want to have the exact rejection here. And everything around the point of control here. You see that downward pressure right there? Constantly getting pushed down. That's the perfect example. Yen, holding. No lower low created. That high is still in place here. Yeah, we're starting to get there now, guys. You see that consolidation? We're gonna see that expansion very soon. If you're gonna see that break on the yen, GJ will follow if you then break above here. We bounced from this swing low that created a higher high here. With a successful test already previously here. That caused a massive expansion. So we are somewhere. We're getting somewhere right now. It's getting serious at the moment right here. In crypto, you trade only in USDT. I usually trade futures. Just massive, positions, either swing trade or day trades, small day trades. Entry point of GJ. I'll tell you exactly when I enter. You see me entering here. If we close above, like let's say a 1 minute candle and so on, then we might be able to yeah, the yen just needs to break down. Because it's facing a lot of resistance here. Filling up that gap here below. Coming down, testing this level. We have created a massive lower low. We failed to break that high. So a new lower low is in my opinion likely. And especially if the dollar, and this is what I need to check right now, confirm here. If the dollar itself is coming up, especially. Alright, that would be the ideal case scenario. We have created internally a higher high. We are now coming back into that 3-minute zone. We might see reaction here. Yeah, okay. I like everything what's happening currently with GJ, with the yen. Let me set an alert right below it. Enter now. No lower, no higher high created. It's all about market structure. So if you create a lower low, then you need to look at that high that created the lowest point here in this range. That's this high. That high needs to be broken. that aligns fantastically with the yen that needs to break this low. Because this low created this high. Negative correlation. If it doesn't, no trade. Smoker says, just take the risk. Well, then we would have been almost stopped out already. Right now. I mean, it can still happen. Of course. But nothing over the long term here. Now, every trade that I take needs to be the same. Otherwise, the data that I gather, like the journal, the trades that I do, are not aligning. You want as many as aligning trades as possible. Because if you do that, if you have that, you can objectively see and analyze your data. And that's what makes a better trader. So if you think, okay, I'm an SMC trader, but I also trade this and I also trade that, and you're going to trade everything mixed, it's fine. But then either use a different portfolio for that, put it in a different category, and track independently that particular strategy on a sheet or whatever it is, if you trade multiple strategies. Because like this, you can define the results of each particular strategy. Don't throw it all together, because this is going to give you a lot of headache. Because you don't know which one is working better, you know, which one was performing or generating you the most money, or which one was losing you the most money, you know? Like if you're going to mix up strategies without tracking them independently, it gets very wild, very messy here. So divide either your strategies, split it up into different portfolios under different accounts, live accounts or whatever it is. Keep it simple. If not, just track it and do it yourself here. Okay, consolidation. Let's go for the expansion. All right. That's what we're waiting for right now. Yen has been showing us that consolidation, that expansion. Now we need to see that internal consolidation, that expansion. Dollar is making moves. So it's not the dollar, okay? The dollar is doing well. Dollar is doing what we want it to do at the moment. Okay, we're coming. We're getting there. Let's go yen. We're breaking. 40 seconds. We broke that high. Finally broke that high right here. Now we look at the time. Okay, what is the time? It's 10:12. Okay. What is important right now? The 5-minute candle closure. Why we close a 50-minute candle? That's the ultimate confirmation you're looking for. Okay, the yen is breaking. We need to close. Fantastic. We have been waiting for this one. 3-minute candle closure is in 2 minutes. GJ is gonna go. There we go. Be prepared. $50-minute candle closure is in 1 minute and 40 seconds. Yen is coming down. This is great. Fantastic. This is what you want to see here. 5-minute candle closure also in 1 minute. You want to close below. Okay, so you know it's not a liquidity swipe here. You're not just going to go and take off from there. Or the chance is lower. $54 seconds. There we go. We're closing. We're above right now. The 50-minute candle closure is where it's at. There we go. That's why you wait for closures. No entry. No entry. It seemed like it came down, right? And then you see the last like 10-15 seconds coming up here. That's no entry. I hope that makes sense. That's why we look at time, okay? 50-minute came closer. It was the moment we saw it breaking out. We could have felt felt two things right here. I could either say, oh man, it's breaking, it's breaking, it's breaking. I need to enter, I need to enter. Or the other way is I look at what time it is in the market, all right? And then based on that time, I decide, okay, it is 10:12. We had 3 more minutes for the 50-minute candle closure. You know what? I'm going to wait for that 50-minute candle closure right now because that gives me the ultimate confirmation because a 5-minute candle, 1-minute candle, and a 50-minute candle are coming together at that moment. And I think it's better to wait for that ultimate closure to see if both the yen, basket, and GJ are closing below and above that particular level. It happened until the last 10 seconds. Usually indicates a liquidity swipe right here. Okay? Boom. That's why we don't enter. I hope that makes sense. We're looking for a new setup. Trust me. You might catch that one trade, and that's the beautiful thing about trading. You were like, okay, yes, I took it. I took that trade. All right. And it went my way. Amazing that I entered. But how many successful trades did you do over 100 trades? I want to see that data. Okay, then we're going to talk. Then we're going to compare the confirmations with the amount of times I missed out on a trade and the amount of times I was right when it closed below. And we're going to compare there. It's the ultimate confirmation you need in order to move forward here and to not take unnecessary risk. Otherwise, you would have been stopped out right now. Did it have massive potential? Massive potential. I'm gonna set a new alert here, but it might take a little bit longer. For now, it's not really what I'm looking for. Clear liquidity swipe here coming up, and then making a move to the upside here. Dollar is doing well. Dollar is doing better. Let's go to dollar pairs right here real quick. Okay, no, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the giveaway, guys. Let's do the giveaway right now, okay? We're gonna give away $50 right here. And at 700 likes, we're gonna do it again. Okay? Please have a crypto wallet. All right? I'm a crypto degen. Okay? So, get that ready if you win. What do you need to do? Well, I think the best thing to do right now is to simply just go to Instagram again. Okay. Let me do something real quick here. Okay, go to my account here. Go to my third video, okay? Right here. I cannot play any sound due to the fact that there is some copyright here. I don't know why. Yeah, that's the case here. Okay. Place a like, comment, follow me on Instagram if you're new. Also subscribe to the channel. Let's take things to the next level. Sometimes we take massive trades here on this channel. Or actually many times. And the other times we learn very valuable lessons. Okay. So it's always a win-win here. We're doing giveaways every single stream. We're trying to be here 4 or 5 days a week. To provide you with the at least most consistent content over the long term. I'm a long-term thinker. I'm a visionary. Alright. This is how I like to play the game here. I'm not here for short-term behavior here. We're looking at data. We're analyzing data over the long term. If we win, it should be over the long term here. That's why 70% win rate is what we're currently at. 70-75% between that range here. Okay. Place a like, comment, and a reaction under the last video. Only place one comment. That's all you need. And of course, follow me. Follow me as well. It's a new account. $50 to the winner. And then again, later, we do something else. I know, I need to think about it. First, we gave away $100 to one person. We decided to split it up. Every single stream. And look at that, guys. Wow. Look at that. Bye-bye. Clarify this again. 15 minutes. Okay, that was the closest candle structure. No closure. Swipe, filled up the imbalance, came down. That's it. Okay, we're gonna look at the next trade right here. Instagram is in the description. Okay. What I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Okay. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'm gonna do the giveaway with you guys straight away after that. And we broke the highs, right? Yeah, we did. And then we continue our journey. We're gonna look for a straight setup. I'm not gonna leave here before we at least look at the execution. We're not gonna force anything either. But you know what we're gonna do here. Alright? Also keep a very close eye on gold right now. Gold is starting to look interesting. And again, where we bounced from, we're coming from the point of control right here. Gold can make moves here. Okay. The dollar is where it's currently at here. Okay, be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Do the giveaway. We're gonna do it straight away here. That should have been 2 minutes. Right there. On the spot. Alright? Okay. Let's do the giveaway right now. Let me prepare right here. Dollar is making that recovery. And when did it put in the low? Please let me know in the chat. When did it put in the low? What happened at the time? I want you to be aware of that. At all time here. What happened with the dollar at what particular moment? Possible to win a giveaway a second time? Yes. Okay, we're going to do a giveaway. I'm preparing a little bit right now, guys, and then we continue. So, again, what happened here? This was the New York Stock Exchange open. Okay? So we came down, free fall. Everyone was like, yes, dollar is done. Dollar is over. But I said, wait for the New York Stock Exchange to open up. At 9:30 a.m. New York time. There we go. Recovery. When we created that second higher high, that was the confirmation. So this zone, higher low, higher high. That's it. Beautiful, 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 guys. Let me put this right now in the comment picker right here. Should be good. Let's go. Okay. Hope you guys are ready for the giveaway again. We do this every single stream. Giving back to the fam, giving back to the community. If I make a winning trade, sometimes we add a little bit more. That's how we should do it. That's how we do it. Okay, hope you guys are ready. Let's go. My timing is off again. As always, as always. Okay, let's go. My man, Coin, MNG, are you in the chat? Let me know if you're in the chat. I want you to be in the chat here. Let me know. Otherwise, we do it again. Coin, MNG. And let me know if you're here, my friend. And if so, send me a message in Instagram with that account name. So I know you're here. And otherwise, we do it again for the community here. All right. Cheers. We're going to do it one more time. After, yeah, soon. Probably. Okay, what's the status? What's the status right here? Okay, we had the Australian dollar coming down right now. Australian dollar is still not looking strong at all. The dollar is trying to look for some sort of recovery. We are kind of building so much liquidity, by the way, to the downside here. It's absolutely crazy. Coming down, got that rejection point right there. Significant rejection. Breaking lows. Lower low. Fibonacci, swing high to swing low here. Okay. Okay, that's one. Do you still holding here? Yeah, that low needs to be broken. That's a bit too far away, in my opinion. There we go. Yeah, the euro is indeed right now. That's for sure. The euro is now in a crucial area of resistance. It's gonna be very tough for the euro to break this, especially with the current movement of the dollar. Now we have a little bit more data here. Now we decide to really come back down here. So if we start to build up, which we probably can. Question is if we then break that particular low, that's when we take a position. When we position ourselves in a short. We have indeed some news coming. Is that already done? Yes, just happened. Yes, my air conditioning is a little bit broken here. So it's getting warm. It could be the market. Market is running hot as well. For you guys, I'm streaming live from Bali. Dollar can come down a little bit more here. Dollar made a significant reaction, significant move to the upside back up here. Kind of impressive. Okay, I'm gonna scroll to some setups right now. I'm gonna see which one fits our agenda here the best. And then we're just gonna look patiently, wait for that particular setup here. Just the major pairs. The major pairs helps a lot of people with spread and that kind of stuff here, especially for you guys. You guys want to see something funny? Let me know in the chat. Do you guys want to see something funny? Let me know. Okay. The fixed range VAR profile. Going to this whole range right here. Oh, what's that? This is gold, right? Yes, okay. Fantastic. Okay, what? Great. Consolidation. Liquidity swipe. Expansion. Retracement. To where? Point of control, right? Point of control of that range. Comes back to the area, retest, continuation to the upside. Now I'm interested. Now I want to see that high getting broken. Any continuations follow for me right now. Higher high, higher low, entry. Okay. Higher high, higher low, entry. That's for me the reaction right now for gold. 100%. That fits my perfect like rhythm. Okay, consolidation, expansion, retracement, higher high, higher low, entry. Continuation to the upside here. Okay. Point of control, ladies and gentlemen. They have to ask the question, okay, which candle, which time frame is aligning here? Well, it's the 10-minute. Okay, the 10-minute chart right here, area of the month. Something like that section here. If you want to be precise, you can also display it just from the point of control, but you know, where are you going to put your stop loss, right? I'll need the loss low. Preferably. So what do I want to see right now? In my opinion, we're not done yet. We need to break this high. So if this high is getting broken for gold, Like, I'm looking at a long-term play, right? Higher high, higher low, continuation to the upside here for gold. I see more upside potential for sure. I'm just trying to nail the structure here. And then looking for the continuation right there. Joy, thank you so much. Really enjoyed you having here. Hope you liked the stream today. Reese says, yeah, all your account in one trade for a massive return. We're looking for somewhat in that magic, and we're looking for an entry somewhat in that range right now for gold. We look at the next leg up. Could be at a certain moment here. Could be at 12. It could also be a little bit later, a little bit earlier. It depends on the volume in the market right now. Why is it so important? Well, keep in mind that usually it's only good for, again, horizontal consolidation. So like very symmetrical consolidation or ranging, okay? Where it's kind of like a very straightforward, it's very straightforward just range before you break up. Lorenzo, did you check this previous news? Yes. I did. I know it was pretty good for the dollar though. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing some things right here. Keep in mind that the dollar is coming close towards this range right now as well. So we're not there yet. Look at silver too, okay? If you guys want to. Okay, we're in that range. We came down. Yeah, 10 minute zone. It's right there. Okay. I like gold more. I think gold looking better. Let me see what oil is doing right now at the moment, indeed. Oh yeah, we have massive expansion due to the news, indeed. Thank you for sharing. Gold is getting pushed down, but not really. Like, I'm just waiting for that reaction because at some point the dollar, and this is super important here, we need to see what the dollar will do. But the dollar is indeed looking at a significant recovery after that impulse here. So New York Stock Exchange opened, boom. So this was all kind of like pre-manipulation, followed by that reversal during the open, coming back to that range right now. Okay, I love how the yen just broke that high here. So if you now decide to break that low, it's another story. But now it's a clear zone. We broke out multiple highs. If you break that low, it's another story here. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Also, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, at $700 likes we have a giveaway. If you haven't subscribed yet, then press that like button or subscribe button right here if you want to be actively involved with live trades multiple days a week. Plus, of course, always the analysis and making sure that we're doing the right thing on a consistent basis. For me, it's all about consistency. This is what truly matters. And I realized that 20% 20% of my viewers is not subscribed. 20%. The minority. Alright? Okay. Couple setups, let me know right now. What's your recent video about strategy? You have helped me so much, I appreciate it. Thank you, my man. GRKY says, that's really good. Lots of channels only have 20% subscribed. Niak says, where's your magic key from? And my magic key? My magic key? What's the name of the volume indicator? That's the fixed range volume profile. Alviron says, those 20% must have not a mouse. Must have not a mouse. Abdullah says, Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Casper says, Euro, GBP. Love Euro pressure. Okay, let's go to Euro GBP for a second. What is Euro doing at the moment here? Euro is coming down potentially here. Okay, number one. Number one thing I see here. Euro potentially coming down. The British pound. Following actually the same thing here. So what is the Euro against the British pound doing then? Ranging a bit. Now we had a massive expansion. Right now we're at the top. Euro is the dominating pair. If the Euro comes down and the British pound comes down, usually it indicates that the Euro is dominating. Therefore, a high likelihood that we're coming down, especially if you tap into a range high or swing high. And we see rejection from there. And ported low. That's one thing right here. The other thing we can look at is simply just the price stability right now. The price action right here. We're talking about simply supply and demand continuation here. When there's not a lot of volume, usually it tends to respect a lot of these zones here on the lower time frame. So that means that we're going to look for these continuations here. To the downside, for example. We had it imbalance underneath still. How do you deal with the fear of losing? I lost 30% of my account. Now I can't even execute any order. Any advice? Lower your risk. Simple. Lower your risk. If you risk 1% per trade, go for 0.5. If you risk 0.5, go for 0.25. If you risk 0.25, go for 0.1% risk. It's about risk. It's not about the money. Forget about the money. Well, you're gonna grow your little $100 account into a multi-million-dollar account? No. You're gonna gather the data now. You're gonna execute, focus on your skill. You're gonna analyze everything that you do. And then we can start talking about funding, external capital, leverage, more capital. And this is where you really grow. Do you use funded account? No. Use my own, have my own money. But I have used external capital, yes. And why? Because I had the data. I had the data. So, that's leverage. Black and white. Numbers don't matter. in a market where there is a $6 trillion daily volume, you think that it matters? Trading with a $100,000 account or a $100 account? There's no difference. There is no difference. If you can prove yourself that you are a trustworthy trader on a lower, whatever, on a consistent basis, then money is irrelevant. And if you think, yes, but I need, I had no other choice. This is where sometimes other situations come into play. I recognize myself in that a lot because I had at some point no money anymore, or almost no money. And I needed to make it happen. And I became extremely obsessed with making it happen. But even though that happened and I had no other choice and I needed to make it happen, I was digging my own grave. I was digging my own grave because I was constantly chasing money. Okay, I'm just right now at the moment just looking at the price action here. So how is it reacting? Well, it is actually reacting very well. Look at that. You see that? It tapped into that zone, is reacting very well, creating a low, hopefully coming down. I'm just observing right now a little bit the price action of the market. Get myself familiarized with the chart, especially during very unstable market as today. Very unstable. Okay. I'm just familiarizing myself a little bit. I'm looking at the market, I'm looking at the chart. So before, another tip, you as a trader, you look at the chart, you see your setup, bam, 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 execute. No, chill. Go to the lower time frame. If you trade supply and demand, perfect. And look at the way it moves, right? The way it flows through market here right now. Okay, supply, okay, getting rejected, right? We're going to put in a new low. Is that the case here? Okay, fantastic. Get yourself familiar with that chart and then continue here. Why do some traders have 500k in their account taking position with lines? Because it can be very good. Everyone has their own strategy. I'm not here to tell you that ICT is the best strategy ever. And I'm not here to tell you that trendline, a trendline strategy is the best ever or the worst ever. It totally depends on who you are as a person, on how you specialize yourself in the market. Look at that. That's what I wanted to see. You see it coming down, coming to the zone, tapping to the range, and now coming down here. Fantastic price action. I like what the euro against the GBP is doing. I like that. Got some proof. Okay. I like the continuation. As long as the dollar is coming up here and the euro is coming down, it will benefit us here. Lorenzo, false question. British pound index, yes, also coming down, but because the euro is the dominating pair, or the dominating asset, it's kind of like it's taking it over. So that it's the same as the dollar yen, for example. If the dollar goes down and the yen goes down, usually we'll see that the dollar yen will still come down a little bit more. Okay. Let's see what we have. Okay, is the yen gonna hold here, yes or no? What do you guys think? Is the yen gonna hold here, yes or no? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. I mean, the dollar's making big moves here. We saw that rejection of that last high. This was that low. If you're not gonna hold here, if you guys say no, then you know what's gonna happen here. Then you have to have a very close eye on EuroJPY here. Today I'm a little bit going through the market as well. As usual, we're actually executing trades. Today I want to, but I'm not gonna force any trades here. Okay, I'm not gonna force any trades, but I feel that we have something coming. So I keep a close eye on, in my opinion, right now again. the British pound against the Japanese yen, or a euro against the Japanese yen, preferably the British pound. If the yen decides to break that low and closes below right now. The beautiful thing about it right now, and that's the key difference before, is that we have taken out all the highs already. All the liquidity has been taken out here. Tapped into that final high. If you now create a lower low, then that's the ultimate rejection. You have everything. There's no need to come back up here if you break the low here. Hard to tell. That's the right answer. Yeah. Also, same here. Not forcing. Even though I'm 11 days from the end of my challenge. Nowhere near my target. I agree. Okay, the yen is indeed coming down here. That's one. I'm gonna open another chart right now. This is the yen right here. One hour, 30-minute time frame. Japanese yen usually liquidity built above. Let me check real quick. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Yeah, it's a crucial zone. It's a crucial zone here. Yeah, it's a very crucial zone as well, indeed. It's just a very crucial horizontal level as well. Same time. Yeah, it all depends on if you break that low, in my opinion. I remain with the bias here. Because it reflects a complete horizontal level in the center of a range, of an overall higher time frame range here. Okay. The euro is also in that zone at the moment. The euro is the question is the euro going to break through as well, or are we going to bounce from here? Because the euro Japanese yen is doing the exact same thing. It came down towards this low, and this low right here created this high. Okay, so it's actually looking very clean. Now I'm looking at it right here. That combination of the yen against the and I need to see the euro against the yen here. At this particular low. So far it's this high. Okay, let's keep a close eye on both of these. How do you differentiate between an area of resistance, unequal lows or highs? Unequal lows or highs. That's a good question. So yeah, I do not have the right correct answer for that. But what I personally look at is like, okay, is this just like an actual, you know, are these just actually equal highs that do not really refer to anything else on the chart in a bigger, for example, range? Or is it just a stronger horizontal level on the higher time frame in the middle, preferably of a range, of a bigger range? So these are like, in my opinion, there are two different highs, equal highs and equal lows, and so on and so on when I look at that. Because I've noticed that if it's option 2 tends to be holding very strong, and it's actually not really just there to be broken all the time, right? If there is no direct correlation towards anything else on the chart, massive confluence. All right, let's see. Did you give up an EU? No. EU needs to break the lows. Needs to break to like the 110.3 levels, if I remember. And then we need to look at the lower time frame, because we're gonna pull back. And we're looking for the continuation from there here. What pair are you looking at right now? Euro against CM? Yeah, my bad here. I have the watermark right there. Oh, it's more readable for you right here. If you look at it from this perspective. 700 likes. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. We're going to go for the new giveaway. Another $50 right here. How do you guys want to do this giveaway here? Question. Something else where it's like we need to come up with new ideas here. Just give it to somebody here. Instagram is also very easy because you can just pick a comment. Okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do the following. If you are in the V2 already, you get 50 bucks. We already gave away $50 right now. We give away $100 per stream. So every stream. So what we do right now is okay. If you are in the V2 already, you get 50 bucks. If you are not in the V2, you get the chance to choose between the $50 or the V2. Okay? Trust me, you want to choose the V2. But, you know, I leave it up to you. What we're going to do, I think, right now is we are going to go for, you know what? I have an idea. Give me 1 second here. Keep it close on. Yeah, if you break that low, it's going to get very, very interesting. Consolidation, if you expand to the upside, would be nice. Why did I not wait for the offer before joining Magnificent V2? Because this is not happening that much. Not happening that often. Because I want people that are actually active in our V2, in our organization, in our private section, in our inner circle. Okay? Because that's where we have it for. For people that want to join my private live streams. That want to join private live streams of people in our team. You know, events. You know, more private group, more questions and answerings and everything like that. Trading setups. If you like the V2, let me know right now in the chat. Alright? Let me know what you think about it. Because we're gonna close. The 1st of May. The 5th of May, we're gonna announce the details about the V3. If you are in the V2, you will be automatically selected for the V3. And we're gonna add something new. Cannot talk about it yet. Okay, guys. Go to my Twitter. Okay, also in the description right here, retweet this tweet right here. We are the best live trading community out there. Hashtag limitless. Give it a like, give it a comment, give it a retweet. And we're gonna pick a winner from that. Twitter. Alright, we cannot do Instagram twice. Let's do Twitter. It's the most fair and the most square. Why? Because I can randomly pick somebody so everyone has an equal chance to win. That's why. Okay? You guys decided. I was like, you want to give away $100 or you want to give away $50 to two people? The V2 is actually priced at $100, but super undervalued, obviously. Okay, so retweet, like, comment, boom. We'll pick a winner right here. Let's do it right now. My Discord name is RizzleFlix, and I want to join that V2. Come on, stream a little. Yes, sir. We are the most underpriced community out there. Underpriced, over-delivered. For a reason. For a reason. Okay, Australian dollar, euro. Let's see what the euro is. See what the yen. The yen is coming down here a little bit. Okay, GJ is reacting actually super well. I'm looking at it right now. Look at that. But the problem is with GJ, you need to break significant highs here. This is the high I put in the low. The rest is there is no high here that matters there. So that's the interesting part about it. But again, we could easily turn it. We have been taking out all the liquidity right now underneath. Taken out right here. Tap into that zone. If you create a higher high, the yen creates a lower low. I mean, you're gonna see it happen. There we go. The euro is doing it. The euro is coming down. The euro is coming up. We start in a second here. Victoria says V2, Limitless Family, Ronin says V2, Cindy says, please I want a V2, Frank says V2 changed my life, joining V2 today, I need V2. Please tag GBP New Zealand dollar. What is V2 with subscription is? Well, first of all, join our Discord. You'll find more information there. Okay, we're going to close the 1st of May with our V2 right here. Join our Discord. Look at our testimonials. Look at our setup that we're sharing here. We're going to improve this massively right there. We're going to share a bunch of more high quality setups. I'm going to start sharing my augmented charts every single time when I'm not live anymore. Also, in the method charts as well. Another reason to get there. We have the weekly analysis as well. More macro and everything that's important to know as well at the same time. Plus, crypto is gonna run like a very, very soon. So we are preparing ourselves for a major, major run. And, you know, it's just gonna get extremely wild. So just be aware. My original bread and butter came from crypto. That's the reason how I started, how I ended up trading Forex later. So yeah, I'm just giving you and providing you, want to provide you with that energy that you need in order to move forward and to be fully ready with a community to crush the market when it's when the bull run actually hits us. The more banks collapse, the more stronger, you know, cryptocurrencies will be. Bitcoin especially will be. The more inflation will come. There are so many different layers. The Forex is the perfect like middle point right now. It's a perfect way to make some money and to practice your skills here. Because in my opinion, out of my experience here, Forex traders are usually better crypto traders. And crypto traders are usually very bad at trading Forex. So it's kind of like, you know, the Forex traders that come to crypto have a huge advantage. Trade FXS. EJ is looking very ugly on a 1 hour time frame. You have to look at the 30-minute. For example, yes, you came back. Bouncing from this era of the month right now. Okay, we had that massive expansion there the first time we bounced in it already. And the yen is breaking internal lows right now. So I see the imbalance there. I actually like it. I like what I see. I like what I see. So there is definitely some potential. I'm gonna do the giveaway right now. I'm gonna get the link to start it. I'm gonna give away another $50. Please contact me on Twitter. If you win. There we go. GT1 says most traders lose money. Community is key to knowledge sharing, learning lessons, and skill creations in trading. I agree, my man. Couldn't say it better. Okay, Euro Japanese yen, by the way. We have to focus now, guys. We have to focus. It's happening right now. Euro Japanese yen, look at that. The Japanese yen is closing below. The euro against the yen is doing its thing right now at the moment here. Okay, look at that expansion. This is what I mean. We have a bunch of liquidity built up above here. This is looking different here. Wait for, again, the closure. What time is it? It's 8, so we only need to wait until 10. It's the 5-minute candle closure. 1 minute and 30 seconds. There we go, the yen. Look how it's beautifully aligning here. Okay, the Japanese yen basket and the euro against the Japanese yen. Inverted correlation. Japanese yen took out the highs, now breaking lows here. 1 minute to go. Now the volatility is going to increase here. Now we're going to see if this is just a fake out or not. Or at least we reduce the risk a little bit here. Flawless says, my work is done for today. I like to come and watch someone that look at the same way I look at this game. See you tomorrow, my man. See you tomorrow, but I will be there. I will be there. A little bit earlier as well, okay? Because of gold. We had that gold trade today. We just made $500 on gold. But it was just I started to stream a little bit later. So I realized gold, the price action in gold is usually like 7:30. Gold is making a move. I want to be prepared for that next time for you guys as well. So tomorrow I'm going to be a little bit earlier. Okay, we have a closure right now. Where is that? Let's do the giveaway real quick. Where is this this zone? I was like, where is it? Where is it? There we go. Okay. Everyone is ready? Let me know in the chat. Let's go. Where's my drum? Where's my drum? And the winner is Dr. Johari PT DBT. Congratulations, my friend. Let me zoom in a little bit. You won. You won. Congratulations. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support on my channel. Okay. Really, really appreciate it. Tomorrow, of course, is our next giveaway for new guys. New possibilities here. My question for you, man. In Discord, in Twitter. 50 bucks or access to the $97 V2 with a bunch of other things here. And a beautiful community. Let me know in the let me know, send me a message. And I looking forward to hearing from you. Back to work. Yeah, Lorenzo, I've probably been taking profits on like 1, 3, 5R, but when it comes down to drawdown, I'm exiting trade in partials rarely close or rarely I lose full 1% which I risk in that trade. Taking profits, but when it comes to drawdown and exiting in partials and rarely close full. Okay, that's good. That's good that you do that. You're managing your risk actively here. Okay. That's fantastic. In regards to taking profits, always good to look at market structure. Market structure is the key prime example to take profits here and to start looking at got that rejection point here. I think we can start retesting that low. I think we can come down here. And we have taken out all the highs here. I see the yen coming down much more here. Coming down towards this level. I really do see the yen coming down. I don't see the reason why the yen right now. They break this high, gets rejected right at the moment. Liquidity built up, taken out here. Now breaking internal structures right here. Now coming down here. May see retracement, looking for the continuation. I'm looking for a nice potential limit order at 147.355 with a stop loss around the 147.160. Target the highs here. Limit. All right, that's what I'm personally looking for. That's in the previous high where we broke out to. Stop loss underneath these lows, target the highs right there. You guys know I work with limit orders. You don't consider the dollar on this? Well, yes, I do. But there is a negative correlation usually between the dollar and the yen, especially at the moment. Okay, so what you're going to see right now is that the dollar will potentially push further up, which will push the Japanese yen further down. Dollar has broken a major insider high here. That's super important high to break. I'm actually quite surprised that we broke it all the way. It proved a lot here, and I think that's the main reason why the yen will definitely continue its journey down. We have so much bunch of liquidity right now built up above here. We have been literally coming down here, retesting that zone perfectly, and now coming back up again. So we came back out of that range, and now we're like reversing here. So the New York Stock Exchange had a, you know, one that when that opened, exactly saw that low getting taken out here. All that liquidity taken. Massive pre-market manipulation. Market opens, reversal. Taking out the internal highs. That's significant. So this is not good for the yen. Okay? This is only going to benefit us here. When you look at the trade setup. So look at the entry there, stop loss underneath that zone. I'm going to share the setup in Discord. Okay, because I have to go soon. We are a 3-hour stream. Today, in general, it was just a kind of a patience game as well here. I gave you guys at least a lot of gems today as well. All right, so this is what we do. We either trade live, boom, 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 boom. Only trading, more focus on the trading aspect. Today, we're doing both, but mostly also give you guys a little bit of motivation, a little bit of like actual things that you can work on as well. And that example with that candle closure, I'm actually super happy that that happened. I'm super happy that it happened, and the reason why I'm so happy about it is because you could literally see real time why it's sometimes better to wait. And again, right now, look at that reaction. Again, right now, for a pullback, for a confirmation, for a closure. You look at the timing in the market, and this is where you judge, you know, the market on. This is where you judge your setups on, the confirmation, everything around it. This is usually where you can highly increase your overall win rate, your confidence, and avoid much more losing trades out of my personal experience right here. Okay? All right. I have to go, guys. I have to go. Let me put on our song, by the way. Let's enjoy our last move here. I'm going to keep you guys updated in Discord as well. I'm going to focus a lot on setups in Discord right now, so this is your chance to join. Also, in regards to the V2, we are closing the 1st of May here. After that, the V3 launches, and that will be or more expensive, or even a monthly program here. So if you are in the V2, you're in, and you're in for good there. Okay. Let me see what we have. Where's my song? Where's my song? There we go. I'm always looking for a song here. All right. There we go. Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. As always, we're looking for the continuation here. Tomorrow we'll be back. Tomorrow we're going to stream at least 30 minutes earlier. Why? Because every single time I'm in a trade of gold, I'm in a gold trade for some reason. So I want to make sure that I can catch that trade with you guys as well here. Slightly earlier as well. So 7:30-ish New York time should be the time here where we look for. Pay very close attention to that. Look on my channel and look at exactly when my live is here. So put the notification button, like and subscribe here. Make sure you are ready. And I hope to see you tomorrow again for a new session. See you in Discord, okay? We're gonna open in Discord right now. I'm heading into the Limitless Lounge for a second here. Also, a little bit later. That's another reason right here. Let me go quickly towards that zone right there. Sorry for that. Right here. Quickly want to mention that right now. We have our Limitless Lounge right here, where we also hang out with our fam after the stream usually here. Okay? So we can join there. We can have a conversation there. We can maybe even evaluate some other trades right there as well here. See you there, guys. See you there. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate all of you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.